Is there for you one center moment that you were saying, well, this is the core, this was the core in retrospect, this had been the core of the 1990s?
No, 1990s formed in a very strange way. It wasn't like it was formed by accident. It was like we were asked to play with Damo Suzuki from Cannes, and he does these improv gigs, and he just gets a band in each city that he goes to, and they don't practice or anything, and he just meets them on stage, probably never met them before, has like a drink beforehand, and they go and play about 2 hours of like improv. So I was asked to get a band together for this. I'll play guitar, and Michael and Jamie, who subsequently were 1990s, just lived around the corner, and I'd played with them both before. Jamie was in Yummy Fur, Michael had been in this other band I was doing, and we just started doing these demo gigs, and after about 2 of them, the thing we realised was that we really liked the sound of us 3 playing together, but we didn't really want to play kind of 20-minute krautrock, space jam type stuff. We wanted to play like songs. But it was good because it meant that we had a sound and a feel and a sort of rhythm fitted that the band had without ever having played any songs at all, even though we played for hours. So the next day it was to find some songs to fit this sort of strange little band.
What was the first song you wrote?
First song I wrote was this song called Enjoying Myself. I was at a club, and me and Michael, the drummer, who sort of does eco singing in the band, we were just kind of a little bit drunk and a little bit high and stuff, and we just started singing this thing back and forth to each other and just imagining this. It wasn't like we were starting a band or even writing a song, it was like a joke song, but like a fantasy song. So we started going, I like enjoying myself, and he was singing a line back. And we raced up about 4 in the morning, we jumped in a taxi and raced up to my flat. I've got this little digital sort of recorder, and just really like, we're pretty drunk, but just stuck some guitars in, got the drum machine going and recorded this thing. And the next day I started listening to it and thought, yeah, that's really good. I really like that more than I like the Yummy Fur or any of this sort of electronic shit we've been doing. So that was the first one, but we didn't do any more music for about another like year and a half or something, maybe 2 years.
Why?
I was still doing a band called Mars Hotel, which was like a kind of half electronic, half kind of guitar band, but I wasn't singing. My friend Jenny was singing, and Michael was in V-Twin. But then V-Twin and Mars Hotel started to come to an end, and we were kind of thinking about what we'd like to do, and we just thought, well, we've got that song Enjoying Myself, and Michael had written a whole bunch of all these mad lyrics that we used to come up with at parties. He'd written them down. I went, have you got all that stuff? Have you got all that written down? He's like, yeah. I was like, give me it, and got like all the lyrics, and I just sat one night and wrote about 5 songs in a row.
What song? What lyrics were it?
The songs I wrote from those lyrics were "You're supposed to be my friend," "Cult Status," "Weed," "Thinking of Not Going." I don't know. There's maybe a few others, but those ones.
Okay. Is it for you? Well, the band name, you call the band the 1990s, and I think you've heard its question a lot. So I will ask you another one. What is the best band of the 90s?
The best band of the 1990s is there's 2, and they're basically the same people. The Country Teasers and the Male Nurse. Nobody didn't record very many records. Country Teasers recorded quite a few records. Male Nurse recorded a couple of singles, but they're really unknown. But they were consistently the best band of the 1990s. They just blew everybody else away.
And where were they from?
Edinburgh. They all kind of moved to London eventually, but Edinburgh basically. Probably about the only good things that's ever come out of Edinburgh actually for a long, long while.